everyone, this is Dawn with the Twice Sheared Sheep and welcome to Technique Thursday. This week I'm going to teach you how to finger knit. So to finger knit, all you need is a hand with fingers and some yarn. So we're going to start by making a slip knot. So you loop over, grab it, pull it through. So we've got a slip knot and we're going to put that on the first finger of our non-dominant hand. So I am right-handed. So I want to put it on my left hand so that I can use my right hand to manipulate it. Because your left hand is essentially going to become a knitting board. If you've ever seen one of the circular knitting looms that people make hats on, or they even have straight ones, this is a very crude version of that with 4 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got our slip knot on our first finger, and we're just going to weave this in between our fingers. So we're going to go in front of the middle finger, behind the ring finger, in front of the baby finger, and then we're going to go back, going the opposite direction. So then in front, behind, in front. And that is the basics. We're just going to weave back and forth. So with our first row, we need to weave back and forth twice. Every subsequent row, we only need to do it once. And the reason is because we need 2 rows of loops on each finger. So you can see we've got 1 loop that goes all the way around essentially each finger. So we're going to go back again, in front, behind, in front, then in front, behind, like so. And now you can see we've got 1, 2 loops. 1, 2 loops. Now you can do this either way. You can either pull it from this side and go over the top, or you can pull it from the back side and go over the top. I personally like to pull it from the back side of my hand and go over the top. And the reason is because you can bend your knuckle and that helps get it over the hump of your finger. So in order to finger knit, all we're going to do is we're going to take the bottom loop and pull it up and over the top of the top loop on each finger. So we've just made 1 row of stitches, and our knitting is going to form right here in the palm of our hand. For each row, then we're going to go back and we're going to reweave. So you notice on our second round, I went around the first finger, then in front of that finger, behind, in front, and then back. And I'm leaving my tail kind of in between my first and my middle finger. And then we're going to pull it up and over. And after each row, you can kind of tug on your knitting a little bit in the front and then repeat. So weave, grab the bottom one and pull over. And tug it down. And there you go. You have a nice strip of finger knitting. These tend to want to curl in on themselves so they look almost like a tube. They make a great garland for a Christmas tree or a jump rope or something hopefully not to strangle your brother with. Give it a try, have some fun, and we'll see you next week for Technique Thursdays. Bye-bye, guys!